Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Tonight we're going to be just only doing Spitfire issue 57 tonight, because that's the only issue I've got tonight. And one of my first co-hosts is Dave. Clicked the wrong button.
Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Builder Adrian's channel. And yeah, we're going to do issue 57 of Builder Spitfire tonight, and looking forward to it. There's a lot of parts and a lot to do.
And funny. Gordy Dave.
Spitfire showed on tonight, so good evening, everybody. So I welcome to Adrian's show. It's going to be a cracking builder night, so everybody enjoy.
Yes. Everything organised.
Oh, why is my computer? My computer's just brought up the stream. All right, okay.
Right,
It's a bit slow as my computer. Right, so I think tonight's build, I'm going to be helping Adrian with the instructions, and Geordie Dave's going to be doing the chat.
yep, so
Yes.
if you're ready, I'll start the chat now, so it just jumps up as I go to it. Gold star goes to Dave Mack. Good evening, Eagle Squadron. 50 bandits across the channel. Get your kites airborne. Good luck with your build tonight, Adrian.
Hello, Dave
Thank
Mack.
you, Dave Mack.
And silver goes to Warren James. Hi, all.
Hi, Warren James.
Hi, Warren.
And bronze goes to Mark's Mods. Good evening, everybody. Hi, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Then we'll have Dave's Hobbies. Hello there. Hello, everyone. Hello, Dave.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello, Dave. Getting
hello.
right.
Right, we'll have Mark just saying hello. Dave Mack saying hello to... I'll just read it, there's not many. Dave Mack, hi, Mark Mods and Dave's Hobbies.
Hello, Dave Mack.
Mark Mods saying hi, Dave Mack. Then
Hello, Mark.
Then we'll have Dano's Builds. Hi, everyone.
Hello, Dano.
Hello, Dano.
And we'll have John's Model Making. Evening all.
Hi, John's model making.
Evening, John.
And P40 F20. I say, what's up with the delay? Has the mess sergeant forgot to lay in supplies of tea and caramel wafers? LOL.
Yeah, we have to run back from P40
F20. Yorkshire Crafter. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Julie.
Hello, Julie.
Matthew Borum. Evening. All just Spitfire tonight. No Terminator.
Hello,
Yeah,
Matthew.
Fleetwood J, good evening. All hope everyone is okay and good luck with your build, Adrian.
Hello, Fleetwood J.
Thank you, Fleetwood.
It's a fiddly build tonight. Dave Mack, hi Jody Dave. Hi Dave Mack. And that's what up to date on the...
Lovely job.
We've got one more in. DRD Allotments has just clicked in there. Hi all.
Hello, DRD Allotments. How's your tatties growing?
We've got more tatties than you if you watch my videos.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm actually really busy with my front room, and there's been so much on today. There's been Penny's Diamond Show, which I partly saw, and then there's been Penny's Cooking Show, which I partly saw. But I've been in and out of the room today. Well, last night and today, and I'm hoping to get it finished off tomorrow. So fingers crossed and all that. I'll get my front room finished tomorrow.
Yeah, I caught part of Penny's show this afternoon. So
yeah, it's all good.
After she'd made the pie, I'll have to catch up one week because I fancy making some of that.
Yeah, it looks all good, does that? In fact, I was hungry. I was more listening to Penny than out else there, because obviously I had the telly on its stand, but turned to the wall because I was actually working behind the television. So
I've now got Matthew Borum in. Had my second vaccination on Monday.
Hello, Matthew Borum. Yeah, you're lucky on that one.
I've had my second one for about a month now, so
I've still got to have my second one. Yeah. So it's Build with Adrian time, and it's Build the Spitfire issue 57. And this is tramping along nicely now, isn't it? Issue 57.
Yes. Another 3 issues to go, midway.
Yeah. So issue 57 of Build the Spitfire Mark 1A is fitting the motor for the wing flaps. Okay. And the parts checklist is, and we've got a lot of parts. So 5701 is the gear housing.
And yes, and that's plastic.
Okay. And 5702 is the gear housing.
I don't know why they couldn't say one's top, one's bottom, basically. Does it give you some idea which order they could go in?
Yeah, that'd be helpful, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But then we've got 5703, the cog housing.
I believe that could be that piece there.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. 5704 is a flat cog. A flat cog.
I believe it that one there, and it's basically just one sort of like one cog.
Yeah.
And there's a notch in it as well.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I see that.
Basically, you've got that a certain way around.
Yeah. Okay. 5705 is a cog for motor shaft.
Right, it could be one of these two. Actually,
a cog for the motor shaft. It's the 5705 and 06 look similar in the pictures.
Yeah, I think it could be this one here.
Right, we'll have to be mindful of that when we come to them, won't we?
Because on the end of the motor there was a cross sort of system, and that's got an X hole in there. So
right.
I believe that could be that one there.
Okay, jolly good. 5706 is a connecting cog.
It's basically, yes, you've got a straight angle cog, and you've got another secondary cog on a slight angle to it.
Yeah.
So basically, it could be turning the angle of it to work it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And 5707 is a red lens for LED. Ooh.
Yes.
Wonder why.
I think it could be the most cord light.
So 5708, we've got the LED and cable.
Right, here we go. Yes.
There's an LED and a cable. And 5709 is the cable label.
Yeah, there we go.
It was Mabel that had the cable label.
Yeah, another label.
Yeah, Mabel had it all along. 5710 is a fine wire cable.
A fine wire? I'd actually say it's more of a string sort of thing.
Yeah, it looks it, doesn't it? Fine wire
Yes.
cable. Okay, and then 5711 is a gear shaft.
Yes, it's still in its package. I'm thinking now what to do with my scissors.
Has this got square sides by any chance, or something like that?
No, it's
Is it smooth?
yes, it's smooth basically. It's more like just a long pin sort of thing.
Oh, right, yeah, I see. Okay.
You know, on the other ailerons, basically you got those pins put in there on the hinges.
Yeah, we have,
It's
yeah.
basically like one of those, but a longer one.
Yeah. Okay, and then 5712, we have 3 2x4mm PM screws and 1 spare. So 3, I think the 3 silver screws.
Yes.
So, and 1 spare, so that means we'll be using 2 of them.
Yep.
Okay, and then 5713, we've got 9 1.7 by 4mm PB screws and 1 spare, so we'll be using 8 of them.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Okay. The chart, Matthew Bowen, my next delivery in May will be 51 to 54.
Excellent, Matthew. How are you getting on with it, Matthew? All right. So when you're ready, Adrian, we'll go to step 1.
Yep. Step 1.
Okay.
Get the motor up.
Yeah. Right. So step 1 is fit the cog 5705 into the shaft of the motor 5601, supplied with the previous issue. The inset above shows the cog in place on the motor shaft.
Yes, because this has only got one surface area of cog at the end.
Yeah.
And the rest of it's smooth. And you got a cross.
A star. Yeah. Cross
section inside.
Which should match up to that one that's on the motor.
Yes.
It does. Okay. It just says place it in place. Okay. Let's have a look at what step 2 is. Okay. So step 2 is fit the motor 5601 and the cog 5605 into the cog housing 5703 as indicated. The screw holes in parts on the parts should align blue arrows. See also step 3. So I'll let you pop that into the housing and then we'll go to step 3.
Right.
Okay.
That pops in there like so.
Yep, looks that way. Okay, step 3 is check that the cable from the motor is running in the direction indicated by the blue arrow. Fix the motor to the cog housing using 2 PB 1.7 by 4mm screws.
You know, when you said about the cable, I didn't really take note and sort of thing. And after I looked at the image, I think, actually, I assembled that motor without judging it correctly.
Yeah. So now we've got to fasten it in with 2 of them black PB screws, Adrian.
Yes. Yes, black screws goes into plastic and silver ones
go into metal. Yeah.
I thought, oh, actually, yeah, we're going to need 2 screws. It's going to be the black ones. Before even reading the instructions.
Yeah.
Now, one of them's going to be a bit tricky because you've got the wire in the way.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from there.
Yeah, because you got that cable. It's just about in the way of that screw sort of thing. It's a shame they couldn't actually just make that cable a little bit, let's say, being 90 degrees, let's say, 90 degrees that way, sort of like make it either a little bit more or a little bit less.
Yeah.
On that angle would be a lot easier. That one.
Especially with builders like yourself, Adrian, that like using the Oreo screwdriver, you know, with the shank on it.
Yeah, but it's lucky it's
Just
just
goes
basically
in.
that shaft about there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yes. That's...
Are you happy with that?
Yes, I'm happy with that.
Jolly good. Okay, we'll go to step 4 then. Step 4 is take the gear housing 5702, fit the cog 5704 into the center of the housing, ensuring that it is the right way up. Note that the flange on the cog should be positioned against the black in the housing inset arrow.
Right, yeah, that little notch there. It's got to be against
Or is that a
that little
block?
part.
It's a block on the housing.
Yeah, it's a block on. Yeah. Well, if you're thinking it back, one of the teeth on the cog basically is a very large one. And it's not pointy. It's blunt end.
Yeah, and that goes to the block inside.
Yes.
Yeah, difficult to see with it all being white, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, we can see it though. Yeah, you've got it correct. Okay, so step 5 then. Step 5 is fit the connecting cog 5706 into the recess in the gear housing 5702 so that the teeth on the side of the cog 5706 engage with the teeth on the cog 5704. So it's a case of popping that cog in, like upside down really, isn't it? Like an umbrella. It's like an umbrella cog. So like the pointy bit of the umbrella would be facing upwards, as it normally would on an umbrella, and the shaft would be going downwards.
Right, that one's in place.
Okay, step 6 then. Step 6 is fit the shaft 5711 into the hole in the connecting cog 5706 and into the socket in the gear casing 5702. Okay, so that's through the umbrella part.
Yep.
And straight down.
I believe that's correct.
I was going to say, has it gone right in?
Yes, I think so.
Jolly good. Okay. So the next step then is step 7. Take the fine wire cable 5710 and fit it centrally into the slot across the top of the cog 5704. The wire cable fits into the notches in the sides of the gear housing, blue arrows.
Oh, yes, there's a little notch there and a little notch there. So you
Yeah,
basically
so there's three notches, isn't there, really? There's one in the center and one either side. So you have to fit it centrally across all them 3 points. Maybe a bit fiddly.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's very fiddly, isn't it? You could almost do with something to hold it in place, couldn't you?
Yes, yeah. Well, because it's been folded over, it's getting a memory effect.
Yeah.
Yes.
I might have to run it through your fingers a few times to
Actually, I'm going to offset it a bit.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put it in place more in the center once it's all assembled together.
Yeah. Okay.
Because what I can do is pull the two ends and just pull them taut like that, and then it should be central.
Yeah, it should be once you get the cover on. Right, so that brings us up nicely onto step 8. Take the gear housing 5701 and fit it on top of the gear housing 5702 so that the screw holes are aligned. As you fit it, ensure that the wire cable 5710 and the cog 5704 are in the correct positions.
With step 7, I've actually laid out, but between step 8, they actually ask you to turn around the other items. Basically, I'm going to leave it around so basically.
Oh yeah, they turned it around, don't they?
Yeah, I'm flipping the image just in case someone's looking at the image and seeing what I'm doing.
Yeah, you've got the image the other way up.
Yes.
Okay. I think there's a little bit of chat, Jordan, Dave.
Too busy concentrating on watching that.
I know,
yeah. What? It does not matter if it's dead center.
Okay.
And Chris Campton, hi everyone.
Hello, Chris. Thanks for joining us.
Hello,
right.
Chris.
Okay, Adrian. So step 9. Step 9 is fix the gear housing parts 5701 and 5702 together using 4 PB 1.7 by 4 millimeter screws. At this stage, the shaft 5711 and connecting cog 5706 are not fixed, but it is important that they remain in position.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll put that screw in there so far. Give it a couple of turns. Get another screw.
Black.
I'm going to go to the opposite corner. Put that one in so many times. Now go to another corner. Do the final other corner. Now I'm going to go around, gradually tighten them all up. I'd rather get all, like they say, especially like metal parts, or get all the screws in first off, then go around tagging them all up. Because you don't know how tight the holes are. Right, those screws are nicely done up.
Jolly good. That's grand. So, if you're happy with that, Adrian, we'll move on to step 10. Step 10 is take the motor and cog housing assembly from step 3 and fit it on top of the gear housing 5701 so that the screw holes are aligned as indicated. At the same time, fit the shaft 5711 into the recess in the end of part 5703 as indicated by the blue arrow.
Yeah, that's the pinhole there.
Ah, yeah.
This one I'll find out it's pinning down enough, basically.
Yes.
Yep, that's nicely down.
Okay, so step 11 then is fix the cog housing 5703 to the top of the gear housing 5701 using 2 PB 1.7 by 4mm screws.
Right. Before I just made sure that other cog there, because after I assembled it, I turned anti-clockwise slightly to make sure the notch on the bigger cog was actually against that stop.
That's a good idea.
I'm going to put that screw in there so far. Actually, no, I haven't done. Sorry, you better read that stage, haven't you? It's stage 11.
Stage 11 again?
Oh, sorry, you did read it. Sorry, I've forgotten to change the image.
Do you want me to read it again?
No, I understand it was basically what
Yeah.
needs to be doing.
Yeah, there's basically two screws, either side of the motor. Two black screws across.
Gone in so far, and I've put the second one in. Gently tighten that up, and now I'm going to go back to the first one.
Yeah.
Right, nothing's done.
Okay, so step 12 then. Step 12 is take the cable label 5709 and the LED with cable 5708. Remove the label from its backing and wrap it around the end of the cable close to the connector as shown.
Right, before I do that step, I'm going to say what I was going to say about the cable. Basically, notching the two ends together and just slightly putting like so.
Yeah, that's
and
a
you
good idea.
and you got it the same, but it's more centralized.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Another thing, if someone ends up caught in the shorter end, you won't end up pulling it out. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Before I'm going to put the label on the cable.
Test the
As
light.
all LEDs, before I do anything, I always test them, but I didn't test this one before the show.
Right.
Like the motor last time before we've done anything before the show, like I can't test that motor because I ain't got a reversing button on the circuit board.
Yeah.
So let's just check this, make sure this LED is working. It's up to anyone else if they want to test theirs before they do any assembling of it.
Yeah.
And that's switch. There we go. Oh, and it's a red one.
Jolly good.
Another thing, it's worth checking and make sure, yes, it is red and it's got a red cover. Never know, it could be like a green LED bulb.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be right, would it?
No.
Right, yes, that is the correct bulb. Go on the correct area.
Okay, well, all you have to do now is put the cable label on it.
Right, Matthew Borum. I need to get a replacement issue 11 and 36. EB has both, and W.A. Smith has white marker pins.
All right.
Time match at the edges. There we go.
Jolly good. Okay, you're going to need your aeroplane now, Adrian.
Yep. Right. Sorry, I'm still getting off the shelf.
That's okay.
Oh dear, back. I wonder when the cockpit will be finally fitted.
Yeah, I would have thought it won't be long now, surely.
Well, that's a good question, it's all thing.
Yeah, because I think you think it will be ready to run unless there's still more stuff to do.
It's come a long way, hasn't it? Right.
I
Okay.
reckon we might put some more stuff on the wings, probably or so.
Yeah, quite possibly. Okay.
Probably some framework basically might be.
Yeah, could be some more framework. So step 13 then, Adrian, is fit the red LED lens 5707 into the hole in the center fuselage panel 2201 as shown.
It's a shame we couldn't assemble this motor before the other ones.
Yeah.
Because, well, as you got all those issues, you might think, actually, no, I'll assemble that part onto the aircraft first off, like before you put these motors on. But they just assemble the cord on later.
Yeah, they do. Right.
When someone's actually just collecting the issues up and think, and watching someone else building it, do you know what?
You could do them beforehand, yeah. Okay, so step 14, fit the LED on the end of the cable 5708 into the red LED lens 5707. The black and red cables should be aligned as shown.
Right, yes.
Well,
I'm going to do it the same order, so the red cable is going towards the front, and you got the black going towards the back.
Yeah. And is that because you have the image the other way up?
No, I've got the image correctly.
That image looks as though it's a wing with jet engines under it.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
It won't say anything because actually you need to do the next step basically.
I was going to say, yeah. So step 15 says take the motor and cog assembly from step 11. Slot the cable 5708 between the prongs of the gear housing 5702 blue arrow. Fit the gear housing onto the marked area of the fuselage panel 2201 so that the screw holes are aligned as indicated by the red arrows.
So basically those large screw holes there marry up to those
Screw
that
holes
one
there.
and that one there.
Yep. I thought they did. The only problem we have is getting those cables mashed up, isn't it?
Guess.
Yeah, rather fiddly, that one.
Right. Okay, that's got in there.
Okay.
Managed to put the lights in then.
Step 16 then, and it's fix the gear housing assembly in place using 2 PM 2 times 4mm screws. The prongs on part 5702 hold the LED on the light on the end of the cable 5708 in place in the red lens. Okay. So they're the silver screws then, Adrian.
Yes.
Okay, the chat. Matthew Borum, I'm looking forward to getting the cockpit canopy. I think that'll be a way before that comes.
Yeah.
Matthew Wood, hopefully an extension cable for the propeller cable. Yeah, well, we should get an extension because that's very small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mark Mods, when screwing the gearbox down, be careful not to catch the string.
Yeah.
Well, yes, that's a good question. Yeah. Those notches just in the correct place, almost with near those holes.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
trying friendly. And nice and tight. Back to the other one. Do that one up. Right, just grab the string and just see if it runs through. Yes, it runs through nicely.
Brilliant.
So it's not caught up anywhere.
Jolly good. Okay, well that, Adrian, is completed work. A vertical lamp has been fitted to the fuselage. The motor and the clamps for the wing flaps have been installed. And coming next week, in issue 58, we have your next set of parts, which will be sections of wing flaps, hinges, connecting parts, and screws.
It looks fiddly next week. Yeah, next week.
Yes.
More cause this week's was fiddly. Next week's really looks fiddly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Whew. Well, that's brilliantly done as always, Adrian.
Yep.
Brilliantly done.
Thank you. Yes.
A little bit more closer. Just a little bit. So we'll get in there.
I'll get them bits done now since I watched that. There seems to be a delay with the Terminator and the Bismarck.
Yeah.
I got the message off Adrian before about it.
Probably something to do with the Suez Canal ship that got stuck.
And with Rob not turning, with Rob we're coming in from work and Rob not having his Terminator, I thought there was.
I just sort of, so you can, just in case he hadn't gone to the shop yet, that's why I thought message you sort of thing.
I didn't get the message. I didn't see the message. I got it home from work because I say when I come in, Rob says, "Oh, the Terminator's not in yet." I says, "Well," then I looked. Adrian's put a message across. I think maybe due at the weekend or so.
Yeah.
So probably I'll go in the shop probably on 30th because they told me 30th. So
yeah.
I'll pop in.
Couple of days
Friday and well, come 10 o'clock. Well, I'll probably do is ring at the shop and find out if it's in.
Yeah.
It'd be easier for me to just ring them and find out if they got it in or not.
Yeah.
Instead of walking there, saying hi and think, no, it's not in today. Try tomorrow. Right.
Dear Mark, great build tonight, Adrian.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, it's starting to look good, that the Spitfire, isn't it? I can't believe how much we've put under that wing. Them wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's another thing, like, I know they haven't told us to test those LEDs, like all the LEDs. I've actually tested sort of thing, made sure they work. There's nothing worse. And you're getting the framework all together, and you find out one of the LEDs is not working.
Yeah, awesome.
How many screws are you going to have to take out to get back to the LED?
Absolutely.
To replace it.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot. Yeah.
P40F20. Well done, Captain Langley.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yes. Jolly good. Yeah.
Because you never know. I don't know if they test the LEDs before they leave the warehouse or not.
Yeah, well, it's
no idea, because you never know. Put like 1 in a million LEDs, you might not get one working.
Yeah.
And you could end up with it having it.
Yeah.
You may look like get the dead LED.
No, that'll be my luck.
Yeah, that's why I always like just double check and make sure they are working. It is working. It's all connected correctly. And basically, when I come to like putting it on the main circuit board,
Yeah.
and so say, "Oh, it's the LED." No, I know it's not the LED. I've actually tested the LED before I fitted it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it can only be a connection or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's worth checking. I think it's worth checking it now when you fitted it, just in case something goes wrong when you put it in.
Yeah, that's a good
Yes.
idea. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Nick it with a screw or nick it on a piece of metal. Or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, quite a few people say though that the electrics on these builds aren't very good. But I only know because of the Routemaster. I mean, some of the Routemaster electrics aren't very good.
They look a little bit better on the Spitfire.
They could be better, couldn't they?
I think they look a little bit better on a Spitfire. They seem to be a little bit more thicker.
Yeah.
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 Maybe they've learned from the Routemaster.
Maybe, yeah. I believe the R2D2 was very bad on the electrics there, and something else was, and
R2D2 was model space, not Hachette.
aye, yeah.
Well, it's not the producers; it's down to the manufacturers. It's down to manufacture them.
Yeah, that's right.
The Spitfire is more like manufactured same way as R2D2.
Yeah.
Because it's the way the screws are packaged.
Yeah.
R2D2, you got all the screws. They weren't labelled at all.
Yeah.
Like with the Routemaster, you actually had the screws labelled.
Yeah.
The problem is you had different types. If you had ones, because it's easy because you could have two different sizes, diameter.
Yeah.
How could you tell? But sometimes
right.
you had more than 2 or 3 screws, different screws at the time, didn't you?
That's right. Yeah.
With the R2, you got a load of screws at once, and they didn't tell you. Yeah, you had to sit and work them out.
Yeah. Not knowing what they are. Oh. If they said in the instructions, right, okay, it's this screw, what happens if you need a replacement screw?
Yeah.
What issue do I need to get a replacement issue for that size screw?
Yeah.
If they said in the instructions, basically, on the list of parts, this size screw, you basically could say, right, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Because some of you had a 2.5 3mm long, 2 times 3mm.
Yeah.
I can remember one of the models.
Just a slight different size. If you knew which size they came in, you think, right, okay, yes.
You could do, yeah.
I think when I got one of the models I built for Robo, could have been even, I don't know, Mark will tell us if it was the Millennium Falcon. You got a screw list of what size screws are being with it, that the model will have.
Yeah.
It might have been the DB5, I'm not sure, but I'm sure when I built one of the Robs or Orange, there was a screw list. They gave a list of all the screws that was coming.
Yeah.
So you could figure them off against the list. Chat's going mad here, so I'll have to start reading it.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Go for it.
P40F20, Jellycut Short Eagle Squadron. Hopefully the mess sergeant has the tea and caramel wafers on hand for after the debrief.
Caramel wafers are already here. And I've got a herbal tea tonight. So yeah, because I'm a bit stuffed up, so I've got some herbal tea.
Matthew Boom, I have 2 caramel wafers with me right now. Dave Mack, when I built the Earth Sun Moon orbiter, the cogs were not aligned properly, and I had to send it back to the manufacturers, and I didn't get it back until 6 months later.
Oh my goodness me!
Golly gosh.
John's model making, top building. I sorted that cardboard stand out, and it's still a piece of rubbish. LOL. Totally agree with you.
Yes, yeah, I find Yeah, they probably could have done a better model, but
my note, and as he says, it is still a bit of rubbish, or at least sort of.
yeah. I'm finding it's working okay. It's keeping the model up fine. But I wish we had part of the frame, that cardboard framework, way before. Like
Yeah.
the piece goes under the pellet, basically. Why couldn't
Yeah.
they give that to us ages ago?
Yeah.
Oh, here's a stand to keep. When they said, "Oh, keep the pellet when you assemble the motor together, keep it somewhere safe."
Yeah.
How do you pop that? And that would be perfect. When you start fitting the pellet onto the other piece of metal, we should have had that little stand then.
Yeah.
More chat coming in. Dan Overbuild, wasn't it not the James Bond car you got a school list with? As I say, I can't remember.
Could be.
Mark,
Yes.
I'm about to think it was the Falcon, so it could have been both.
Yeah, could have been.
Yep, could have been both.
John's model making the Rootmaster electrics are difficult to operate.
Yeah, they are.
Totally agree with you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the way I've got my model, it's sort of against the driver's doors against the wall.
Yeah.
So, it's impossible to put the electrics on.
Yeah.
You wish there was like a second area, basically, where the buttons.
Yeah. Or even if that had made a remote control for it.
Yeah, that would have been better.
P4820, I see then that the mess sergeant has well taken care of you group captaincy.
It certainly has. She certainly has, yeah.
Mike just keeps me going and bless her, she does me bait for us for what I get up in the morning.
Wow, that's all right then. So have we got anything else to do tonight then, Adrian?
No, that is it, basically.
Schedule?
Oh yeah. Yeah, schedule.
Yes, I'm just grabbing it handy.
Jolly good.
Just remind you in case you go off and say, oh shit, excuse my language.
Oh yeah, I'm just quickly deleting some of the past away.
It's been quite a day for me today.
Yeah.
I'll be glad when it's all over, my front row.
I'm going to look about getting the passage decorated and maybe this living room done. Then I'm thinking, when I do the living room, I'm thinking of building a new bench for me computers and that.
Yeah.
Have a word with the wife to see if I can put the more silver on that wall behind the television. And if I get that starboard wagon, I can go on that part of the wall.
Right, here we go. Okay, tomorrow, Thursday, we got Horlicks doing the Terminator issue 102 and 103.
Yeah.
Of course, that'll be earlier time at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because there's still daylight afterwards, you like to do something.
Yeah.
Then on Friday, we have Horlicks again doing Spitfire issue 45 and 46. Same again at 7 o'clock. Then on May the 1st, we have Chris Davies doing the Jaguar.
Oh, May the 1st.
Yes. At the moment, we have nothing on Sunday.
Okay.
But I might, if I get the Terminator, I might do that issue probably that day, probably on Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will know near the time. If I end up getting it Friday, then I might probably slot it in that day then. Right. On the 3rd of May, the Monday, we have Chris Camplin, and at the moment, well, if he gets his issues, he might be doing the Terminator.
Okay.
That's if he gets his issues for the post.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. So I don't think they're issued yet at the moment.
Okay. And that'll be
And
dual stream to Chris Davis' channel as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then on Tuesday, and it's my channel. I'm doing the Friday 40 issue 35. That's the aircon diffuser. And that'll be at 7 o'clock that night.
Uh-huh.
Right around Wednesday, we have Yorkshire Crafted and Penny's Pit Stop doing the Paint with Diamond show.
Yeah.
Show issue 38. It's going to be keeping
Wow.
up.
Wow.
And of course, again, that'll be UK time, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Then we have at 5 o'clock, Penny's Pit Stop. Cook. It's
Ready,
getting
Penny?
really in the title.
Ready, Penny
Ready
Cook.
Yes. And 3 things to do with courgettes.
Courgettes, yeah.
I've only had courgettes one way, sort of thing, I think.
Yeah.
And again, of course, then around 8 o'clock, it'll be me doing the Parkwood show. Actually, no, that's incorrect, isn't it? It's
58.
Yes. Issue 58.
That's it.
I'll leave it being Terminator issue 107 because if I get it on Saturday, basically I'll probably do it on Sunday. Then hopefully then I might get the next issue on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I might be able to do issue 108 on that day. I'll leave it as a question mark at the moment. And that's the week's schedule.
Jolly good.
Okay, we've got a couple of bits of chat. I thought it was a DB5. The DB5 screw list came in the very last issue, needed in the first issue. The screw bags did not have any identification of what screws they contained.
Oh my goodness me.
And P40F20 again. We fly with Squadron Leader Holix on Friday.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Matthew Forum, looking forward to seeing you Friday.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
chat's up to date.
Right. And now I was just working out who actually had first, basically.
Me.
Yeah.
Cracking show again, everybody. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Don't forget to give Adrian a thumbs up and subscribe to his channel, plus subscribe to anybody else on here. And probably catch you again later on in the week.
Yes. Come on, I'm just doing something on the computer and
it's been slow. Thanks for joining us again tonight, everybody, and commenting and doing your usual things and giving us the nice advice and everything else. That's much appreciated. And yeah, we'll see you on another night during the week, either Thursday or Friday or both, or one of the other nights. And take care now until then. And God bless. Good night. And give Adrian a nice good thumbs up.
Yep. Thank you both of you for assisting me tonight.
You're welcome.
And find the right thing. It's goodbye from all of us. Bye-bye.
See you now.